We are live. It is Sunday night. It is time for DisTube. I've been looking forward to this specific DisTube for two different but very specific reasons. One, tonight's guest was originally scheduled for, I don't even know when. It's so long ago that I erased it on my board because I'm like, we didn't have a tornado that night, but we had crazy weather. And so I basically went, oh, I got to take care of stuff and said, hey, can we reschedule her? And now what do we March? Oh my gosh. So, and then before I say who it is, some of you probably know. I mean, I see it in the chat already, so you guys do know. And then I didn't stream on my Friday stream. I didn't stream on my Saturday stream. I feel like I haven't seen you guys. It's time for us to get to know. If I hit the right button. Yes! What's going on, my friend? How are you?
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing awesome. I'm so glad we're here. There's no tornadoes. There's no crazy illnesses. We are together.
We had some crazy. My friends in Tennessee, I got a couple of the Disney YouTube community living out in Tennessee. One's a good buddy of yours, I think. And
yep.
They, what was it, about a week ago, they got rocking and rolling, and it was on my mind all week because of my week with you. I don't even remember what it was. It was months ago, though, right?
I think it was early November.
It was definitely not this year. Yeah, I mean, I'm honored and blessed that my schedule is full, but on occasion it becomes a problem. But anyway, I appreciate your patience. I felt like
no problem.
I felt really bad that night, but honestly, I felt bad. And you know what? I remember that night. We're going to talk about you all night, but I'm going to take the first minute here. After about, I don't know, 10 after, 15 after, things had calmed down. I'm like, well, I was stupid. I totally could have done it. But like 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before, or whatever, I don't know when I reached out to you, but it was pretty close to showtime, right?
Yeah. And actually, we had an F1 here about 3 weeks ago, and we were getting kids off the bus as it's going through us. So a lot of our roof came off at school, and I was like, this is an F1. Like, I can't even, for all my friends
tornadoes are no joke, right?
It was terrifying, and I'm just like, and this wasn't even bad. Like, this was a baby.
Tornado talk with Perfectly Cat and Dole Whip. Dad, I'm from Southern California, and I laugh at people that are afraid of earthquakes. And then I move out here to Texas, and they're like, yeah, we're fine. There's just, a tornado in the neighborhood. Whatever. Tornadoes are no joke, but we'll talk about other things, I swear, like you and your Disney channel. Let me say hi to the people in chat, and then we will get talking about Perfectly Cat. Hey, chat and cat, I should have thought of that better. Part of your world in the house. Russ Stapleton, hey, buddy, says he's going to be in ninja mode. I appreciate you being here. Perfectly Cat's here. I like that. Andrea Houston's in the house. Russ Stapleton, my buddy's in the house. Dave Houston's in the house. Dean Bancroft's here. Magic Mouse TV, we're going to talk about them. Them, both here shortly. The Atypical Hustlers. Going to sell me a motel in the house. Samantha Carpin in the house. Stacy Rogers, mod extraordinaire in the house. Hey, Amy from AJC. T. Marie. Photography. My mouth is not working as fast as my brain is, I swear. Tim Pruitt in the house. What's going on, my bud? Did I miss anybody? Hello, Julia. Nope. Hello, Julie. Hello, Julia. But I meant to say hello, Julie. I just added a. Hey, Pearl Manhattan. Perfectly Cat. I have known you in the YouTube community for some time now, and you know what oozes about you? Hey, Pirate Princess Red. I'm going to make you blush a little bit if I can. You ooze happy. It is so easy. Like, people, I don't know. This is probably not my best quality, but I usually can pick up on somebody in the first 8 seconds I hear their voice and or their face. People always tell me, oh, no, you need to get to know them more. No, you can usually tell if somebody's happy and you want to hang with them pretty quick. And I want to hang with you. You are happy. Why are you so happy, my friend?
I mean, I do have my days where I am just exhausted and have a lot of stress, but for the most part, I just want to bring joy to other people. Like, that is my goal in life, is to make others smile. And how can I make other people smile if I'm not happy inside and if I'm not smiling?
What a neat attitude. I should ask that over and over again, because that's like the best thing ever. I mean, what a beautiful way to live, and what a beautiful attitude to have.
Thank you.
As a YouTuber. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, I have a son, so I want him to always be kind and go out and be a good person, a leader, a man, a human. Just be kind. Even if you're having an icky day, acknowledge it, say, I'm sorry, and make it better. Like, that's all you can really do.
I love that. And It's like if you laugh and you're in a big group of people, at first, if there's no reason to laugh and you're just laughing, you know, people might think you're crazy after the first 8 seconds, but after about 15 seconds, they're going to laugh with you. It's the same with a smile. Hey, Bipri, what's going on? It's same with a smile, and you do that. And my show after this, I've got a show in an hour and a half, and we talk about growing on YouTube. And because I have that show, I get people asking me all week long, what's your best advice? Be fun, have fun, create, and smile. and that's life advice, it's YouTube advice, and boy, do you have that on your channel.
Thank you. And if you're not into it, if you aren't enjoying it on some level, that shows, and people are going to instinctively be like, I don't want to watch it.
Point. Yeah, let's get to her channel right there in the chat. I think a couple mods have been dropping it. Get over to Perfectly. My mouth is not working tonight. It is hard to interview people when your mouth doesn't work. Perfectly Cat's YouTube channel right there. So let's talk about it. What made you start a YouTube channel? What, when, why? Hey, Nathan, what's going on, buddy?
Well, I think it might surprise a few people. I originally wanted to do it because I am really, really shy. And
never call the person you're interviewing a liar, but liar, pants on fire. No way.
Well, the reason why is because I have a really severe stutter, and I have gone through decades of being able to use techniques to help me. Sometimes I'm very sing-songy, so when I say things, it sounds like I'm, you know, kind of singing. And I've always told my son that there is nothing that you cannot do in life, but you have to try and fail and try again. And for me, being in front of people brings me so much joy that I can't not teach. I can't not go out and do this, or just make friends, or go up to somebody and say, hi, I'm Kat. Like, how are you today? So yeah, I really wanted to share my love of Disney and have fun.
I love that. You know, and one thing, I don't know how much you want the world to know about you, so I'll tell a little bit, and then you share what you want. I work with kids, and so does Kat. And from my side, I've been doing it since 1993. Boys and Girls Clubs, and now After School America, which is the same thing, just a different name. So it's after school program. I'm not a teacher, but I work with parents and kids and such. And you know, it gets easier and easier and easier the more years I do it, because I throw away the other things, and it comes down to one thing: just try. There's nothing you can't do. And also, there's nothing that will be such a barrier that will stop you, whether it be stuttering or, I mean, whatever the list is. Some things are certainly roadblocks or speed bumps, but none of it stops us. I mean, unless, I mean, the only thing that stops me is me, you know, and
that's what I tell my son, is that you are your own worst enemy.
Aren't we all? Not just him. We all are.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm my own worst enemy. We have to get out of our own way, because we are preventing ourselves from happiness, not anybody else. They are trying to annoy us into not being happy, but we're letting them. So that's something that I really try to instill in the kids I work with. I work with special education. We do life skills. So we have a cafe each week. We sell, we make stuff. They advertise, they go into our community. And it's such a rewarding, it is a hard thing to do, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, so I run an after-school program. I swear we're going to talk about Disney in a minute. Don't leave us, I swear. But I run an after-school program. Been doing it for years, and it's just after-school programs at different schools and other places. Doesn't matter. And so we have a group of developmentally disabled high school kids, couple of college-age kids. It's a high school program, and they come in once a week to our resale shop, and it's my favorite thing. Like, they're the happiest group ever, and they're helping us do stuff that my staff don't even want to do. So it's really neat. And I think helping, I don't know what I'm trying to get to is helping people. I was sharing with Kat before we went on. It's been a rough week here. You know, wifey's sick. You know, I'm feeling a lot better, but I've been a little lethargic lately. I'm coming out of it, no doubt. But whenever I'm down, the best way to get out of it is to go help somebody, right? And we get to do that. Like I get it. I have a pretty strong idea what you do, and It's not unrelated to what I do. And most of the time I love my job, but there are sometimes that it's a beat down. But then you get to help somebody do something, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the antidote for fixing depression right there. Go help somebody else.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Exactly.
about Disney.
Okay, I'm ready.
So Disney Channel, because you became a Disney fan when you were a little kid. You became a Disney fan 5 minutes ago. How long have you been a Disney fan? What made you one of us Disney crazy people?
I've always had a wild imagination, so I've always loved reading. So I've always loved fairy tales and stories, and like I've always loved to draw and write. So when I would watch the Disney movies, it would just bring me to a happy place. And then when I was 20, my grandmother asked me where I would want to go anywhere in the world. And I said, I want to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
My cousins said Italy and Japan and places like that. No, I said Disney World. It's my first trip, and it was life-changing for me. It just opened up so many new, like, interesting people and experiences, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I think I'm going on my 11th and 12th trip this summer, so I'm excited to.
Now, did you say Disneyland or Disney World?
Disney World. I've never been to Disneyland. It's on my list. I really want to go.
And how old are you?
Experiences, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm going to be back.
That was weird. That was on my end, but I don't know why that did that. But
I'm going to be 44 next month. So I've been traveling. I took a long hiatus until I had my son, and when he turned 4, we were like, let's go.
You know what? I love going, and so I went as a kid a bunch of times. We have the whole family thing. I'm not going to bore everybody with that. And then I got married, and she loves it, and I love it, but we didn't go as much. And then we had our kids, and we went again. It's almost like a second Disney love affair. And now I'm a grandpa. I've got 1 grandkid and 2 about to pop out of my. I know I'm going to have 3 here in, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a month, whatever. And I can't. I was on the Resort TV 1 stream, and I was doing other things too. And somebody said in the chat something like, the best thing is taking your grandkids to Disney. Well, I haven't got to do that yet. My grandson's 3, and my 2 granddaughters are, I guess, -2 months and -2 months. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
But I cannot wait. Matter of fact, I'd rather just retire now and sit on the couch and watch reruns of Oprah. Is that a thing? I'm not really sure if there's reruns.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm lying a little bit, but I'm more motivated to work harder and make more money to get more DVC points because I got all these daughters who are having all these grandkids for me. I can't wait. Sharing it with your son, and I mean, it's a family thing for me, and it sounds like it's a family thing for you.
Oh, we totally. My husband's as big as a Disney nerd as I am, and he has so supportive. He's amazing. But my brother and his kids are going for the first time. They are 3 and 4.5, and they're going in August. And I swore after this last trip in August that I would never go again. But when a 3-year-old comes up to you and says, Aunt Cat, will you go to Disney World with us? I'm like, well, of course. I'll die. It's okay.
Paula is the name of my wife, but for Grayson, it's Disney Grandma Disney. I don't know. Mickey Grandma. There you go. I couldn't even talk. And he's got his whole corner of stuff, and he's got all the Disney things. And like, really, I'm pretty much all out of money because my wife spends all the money on baby Disney things. But anyway, let's get back to your channel. So you fell in love with Walt Disney World because of the family trip. What parks did you go to? What was your favorite things early on?
My grandmother at the time was 70, and I literally walked the poor woman's big toenail off. Like, she walked so much. We went on every ride, every single place. It was the year that the birthday cake was the 95 maybe. That poor woman went on every single ride, every single attraction, did not complain once, and we had a blast. And she's 92 now, and it's like her favorite memory.
That's so nice. I love that. 95 is a big year for me. That's the 40th anniversary of Disneyland, and I actually collect 40th anniversary Disney merch.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I can relate to that year totally. Are you a ride person? Are you I want to get to the parts of Disney that you love. Like, what I'm not asking the question very well, but what are your favorite parts of Disney?
My favorite is Magic Kingdom, and I think it's that whole like childhood immersion into just the magic that I love about it, and watching the kids, and especially if they're interacting with characters. I love people watching, and for me, that is like the pinnacle of people watching is watching the kids see the princesses or the characters for the first time. So cool.
So true. So true.
And I like roller coasters, but I don't like shake rides because I get so sick. So anything like back in Epcot when it was Body Wars, and now it's Mission Space. No, it is a no for me.
Well, I remember that. I was trying to get to that. I was trying to lead you, and I wasn't doing a very good job. But I remember you talking about you didn't like some of the rides. I don't remember what stream it was, but I don't know if I was listening in or I was part of it. But you were talking about all the things that you were out on, but there was also so many things that you loved. Yeah. So you mentioned the characters. Let's go with that. Who are some of your favorite characters? Have you had some fun meet and greets? Well,
I have a bucket list, and it is to meet Merida, because the last 4 times that I've been to Disney, I've missed her. I'm going to meet her. I'm going to have an epic meetup, and we're going to take a picture. I really enjoyed, we did the Mickey's Christmas party, and they have the Prince and Princesses together. So that was really fun. My husband went on the Small World ride for an hour, literally just kept going on the Small World ride for an hour while I met the Prince and Princesses. And for me, that was so fun because they interacted. It was one of my niece's birthdays, and each one had wished her like a happy birthday on my camera. It was so magical. And I was like 40. That's my husband.
I was going to say, I think I might have found him. Is that him?
I mean, he just sat there, and the guy's like, yeah, keep going.
So I like Captain Shutter already, and I can tell you why. As a kid, I hated Small World for one reason. My grandma loved it the best, and there was always this long line, and I just didn't appreciate it. Now it's iconic. I'm actually mad at Walt Disney World. So wait a minute, I'm confused. Has he been to Disneyland?
No.
His favorite ride is Small World, and he's only ridden it in Orlando?
I know. Okay, Captain Shutter, we need to go because Dole Whip Dad said it's better.
So somebody start a GoFundMe page right now. Captain Shutter and Perfectly Cat need to go ride the real The Small World. It is so much better. I remember the first time. So I'm a Southern California guy that I just started going to Walt Disney World, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, whatever. And we used to go to Disneyland a lot. And I remember the first time I walked into the line in Orlando for It's a Small World. I'm like, no, this is wrong. And I'm still kind of mad about it. I gotta be honest.
It looks different, definitely.
Totally different, and it's way better. And go at the holidays and check out how they light it. Captain Shutter, are you
okay? Captain Shutter, we're going.
And can you tell I like Captain Shutter? That's just fun. Addie family in the house. My mommy's in the house. Hi, my mommy. My mommy. I'm talking about your mommy and my mommy. Hello there. I just like saying mommy too. Somebody else popped in. Pro Manhattan. I think I missed somebody that asked me a question. If I did, just repost it. So, what's your favorite ride though? We talked about his. What's yours?
I love I really love attractions. So the Tiki Room is up there for me. I know it's goofy, but I know where everything is. And I turn and watch and wait for it. And people are like, what are you looking at? I'm like, wait for it. The tree's gonna do something. I get so excited.
The Tiki Room is my jam. The Tiki Room is perfect.
It's so much fun. And I really love the Grand Fiesta Tour. We are big Donald fans. Oh. So that one, love it.
That's awesome.
Haunted Mansion is always going to be a favorite of mine. I just love the story, the feel, everything about it is so immersive that
also vastly different at the two parks. Not as much as Small World, but vastly still.
I want to do that too. So
I love that one too, though. I do. That's great. But so it sounds to me like you're a lot like me in your attractions. You like, from what little you've said so far, what I love, the iconic. For me, it's Pirates. It's Haunted Mansion. It's Well, I just guess I have to admit Small World, even though that feels funny to say. But the Tiki Room, all Jungle Cruise, all of those iconic ones. And it's because I'm getting
progress.
Yeah,
I love Carousel Progress.
Well, I mean, if you need a nap, I don't know. I don't get. You know what it is for me? I can tell you, it's the iconic rides of Orlando, Magic Kingdom, are an iconic to me. You know, sitting on no respect to people who love People Mover, but no, and Carousel Progress, triple no. But
I love it. It's just, and every single time I'm like a little kid, I have this big smile on my face. I'm singing the song, and my husband is like, okay, honey, it's nice, but I'm like, it's so great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And
I think it's like the iconicness and the nostalgia of Main Street for me. Like, I love the original parts, the older parts of Disneyland. The older parts of Walt Disney World, I'm like, come on, people, knock this down. Like Epcot, knock it down the front. I love where
they are.
I know, right? They gave me Walcott. I guess I asked loud enough. Let's get to your channel. Your channel is Disney, and it's you. You do some live streams with some other people. What do you want the people to know about your channel? I mean, I know your channel pretty well, but what are your favorite parts of your channel and why?
Well, I'm really into crafting and making accessible, easy crafts that everybody can do. And I love inexpensive things. Like something that I showed on my channel not long ago is I love buying or finding old books and recycling them. And I made this out of, it's just Mod Podge. So I found some different pictures and layered it. So these were actually two different, out of two different books, but it looks like it goes together.
That's super cool.
Yeah, so like I love doing that, and just stuff that is accessible for people. And whenever I do a video,
wait, put that up there. Let me put that on you there. Hold on. I can figure out how to do it. There we go. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's just really simple, and everything that I do, I try to make it really easy for all ages and fun, because I mean, what's the point in crafting if you're not enjoying yourself? And a lot of the feedback I get is I can do that and I'm not a crafter, and that's why awesome. I do it. Yeah.
So again, we run an after school program, and it's a family affair. We got lots of the family in the house, and so I am not Mr. Creative. I can't build it. I can't even draw a stick figure, but my family can, and that's one of my favorite things to do is to watch the kiddos show mom, show grandma, show dad, show grandpa, whoever's picking them up. Hey, look what we created. Because I'll tell you what, whether it's being a YouTuber or a kid with some glue sticks and cotton ball, you're an artist when you decide you're an artist. Yeah. And I love that. Making art easy. I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but doable,
accessible. Yeah, like more less intimidating.
How did you mesh the two? Because I know you do that on your channel and you do it well. In my head, Disney doesn't necessarily connect with crafting, but there's so many people, not so many, there's a few neat channels that really do a great job with that. How is that one of your goals? Because I think you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, I have a swap coming up that I came up with some of those amazing crafters in our community who are so creative. Like I'm sitting here next to like 30 pairs of ears that people have made. I mean, these are, I do not have the, I don't know. I mean, come on, y'all. These are
a lot of ears. I was going to ask you about ears, so let's just go to that now. What is your
I just started to learn how to make them. I am very accident prone, and usually when people see a hot glue gun in my hand at school, they pull it out of my hand. Well, here, my husband, he doesn't realize I'm doing it, and I come up to him like, help me. But I'm trying. But yeah, I really wanted to get other people involved in, whether it's just drawing or making something really simple and fun. And my one of my dreams is to become an art therapist, and so yeah, that's something that I'm really working towards, going back to school and
for kids to do it with. I've hired people to do that for our kiddos to come in.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's it's a dream of mine to really combine the two loves, and because you can really express yourself through art, all types of art, whether it's music or dance or drawing, or even just taking a piece of Play-Doh and squeezing it, you're expressing yourself.
I've always loved that. I've got a little different opinion. I've brought people into our after school programs to do that. And often the world says it's about the art. It's about the kid figuring out that he or she can. Because for whatever reason, sorry, I'm going to preach now. For whatever reason, the world, moms, dads, cats, dogs, teachers, coaches, everybody tells people, even the well-meaning ones, that you can't. Stop doing that. You can. And so whether you teach them to whatever, create some cool Mickey ears, or I teach them how to throw a spiral with a football, it's the learning that they can. It's the telling themselves, oops, I can't tell myself I can't anymore. I mean, the biggest excuse in the world is I can't. You know, I cringe when I hear those kiddos. Again, I work with kids with after school programs. Oh, I can't do that. Michael Jordan couldn't until he tried, you know. Who's your favorite singer? Celine Dion couldn't until she tried. And by the way, the first 10,000 times they did it, they were bad at it, whatever it was. You've made a lot of Mickey ears in your life, true?
I'm on my way to many Mickey ears.
First one wasn't your best one, right?
No, it wasn't. But you know what? The person that I gave it to absolutely loved it. And that is all that I want. I want to share that with people. I have a big sign in our classroom, and it says, I can. That's all.
Amen.
Yeah, because there is no T in Ken.
I get I'm not as nice as you. Shocking, right? I get mad when people say they can't. I honestly think it's excuse making. Now, you can't do everything. You can't fly, you know, without a plane. I'm not saying, you know, I'm not trying to pretend like we're magic, but if you want to, this is the age of YouTube. Look it up. You can figure it out, people. But anyway.
Look at cardboard box, go around your backyard, you're flying. I mean.
Right? Well, I love that. I love your attitude. And I don't know when I found your channel. I don't know what the significance was or the moment was. Hey, Mickey Bunch. Hey, Mar, how are you? But I do know that you hooked me quick. And you weren't trying to. Like, you weren't purposely trying to gain a fan. You were just fun and happy. And oh man, do we have some lag? Are you seeing lag on your end?
No, just you. I see a little
Hopefully
bit.
not. Chat, do you see lag? I see a little mod. Yeah.
No, oh no.
Oh man. Well, anyway, hopefully that'll go away. So, what's your favorite part of having your YouTube channel? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's easy.
Are we losing you?
No, I'm here.
Are you losing me?
I absolutely love this community.
Guys, let me know in chat if you can.
Oh no! Can you guys still hear me?
It might be on my end because you look. Going.
Okay, well, I'm taking over. I love this community. I love that we can laugh with each other.
I see. Oh no.
Okay, I'm fine, Jeff, so I'm going to continue because it is now the cat show. So let's talk about me. Yeah, you guys are the best. Like, I know we say it all the time. Everybody has a channel. How much we love you guys, but it's true. Poor Jeff. He can't win today. Oh no, I can't hear you. Oh no. But yeah, so and I really love meeting people.
I don't know what you guys are seeing. I can tell them.
Well, they can hear me.
All right. I can tell.
Okay, go out and go back in. That's what my husband would say. Yeah, meeting people in person is really awesome. I got to meet Kelly from the Mickey Bunch, and let me tell you, that is one of my favorite memories. Cargo, I got to meet Steve from Steve's World. It is so wonderful to connect with people who love Disney, because Disney people are the best people, in my humble opinion. Hey, Kelly. Oh, look, it really is the cat chow. Sorry. Oh, look, I have like a little mascot there. We're good. But yeah, so oh, thank you, Gonzo. That's so sweet. Yeah, when I come down in August, I want to meet up with you guys, you and Al. I want to hang out with everybody. I'm going to be there in August, and in September, I'm coming 3 days each month. So I'm going to be having some fun, and I want to meet up with y'all. Yes, Stacey's officially the guest show. How's the look? But seriously, let's take a moment to thank Jeff, because he is amazing. Oh wait, okay, we can stop talking about him now. Okay. Nope. Poor Jeff. Oh no. Yeah, Jeff is amazing. If you guys aren't subscribed, which I'm sure you are because you're here, you should be, because he's just so much fun. And everybody that I've met so far is very much like they are on screen, and that's what I love about this community. And I love all the comments. You guys have any questions for me while Jeff is in cyberspace? I'm an open book. Ask me anything. Can't promise I'll answer it, but hi, Princess Pirate Red, Tin Pruitt, Stacy Rogers, Kay Atwood, Lynn. Yes, I made history. Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? What is your favorite craft you have made? You know, I really love making reefs, and I actually have a reef coming up soon. I really love just making something out of nothing. And the thing is, I give everything away. So I would show you guys, but I really don't keep a lot of my stuff. So if anybody ever wants any crafts, oh, you know what? This is one of my favorites. The one kid that I worked with, and I made this in art class one day. So he helped me make it, and it really means a lot to me, because it really, he was having a bad day. We picked up the pencils, and he said, let's draw your cat. And I said, you know what's even cooler is my cat is named after a character, so let's draw him. And he was like, who is it? And I was like, it's Mushu. So we came up with this, and it's one of my favorite things. And some of my friends have sent me, like Meg over at Mickey's Magic made this for me. Karen sent us when we were at EdCub. It has Steve from Steve's World, and Cargo, and Kelly, and Jackie from Our Being to Disney. Like, that kind of stuff is the stuff that I love. I actually teach LFI kids, so it's learning for independence. It's special education. Grades 6 through 8. So we teach them life skills like cooking, cleaning, I mean, all the basics like math and reading. Also how to interact with people, how to do business type things. Like we have a cafe, and every week they sell, and you should see their faces, like as they're like counting the money and giving it back. We do a food pantry in our community, so we stock it. We help a lot through that, and it's just a lot of fun. I really love it. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to change it out a little bit. As you can see, it normally stops here, but I have my craft stuff over this way, and I just wanted to kind of incorporate things that you guys have sent me, because I absolutely love it. And my sister-in-law gave me this really cute saying, and then Jeff, is that you?
I don't know. Can you see me yet?
I can see you, but you're a little laggy, just a little bit, but you look great.
Do I? I don't know. Well, you've been doing great. I've got you on my phone, and you're doing. Who needs me? So
We need you, Jeff.
Look at Stacy.
So Stacy, my favorite.
So since Jeff isn't here, oh my gosh, favorite park.
Stacy, my favorite park is Magic Kingdom. With the second two, I think I'm gonna say Animal Kingdom because I really love the Nemo the musical. I tear up every time. Like I know the musical by heart, but I always tear up anyway. What's the other question? My favorite resort. Oh, my husband and I went to Animal Kingdom Lodge a couple years ago for our anniversary, and it was phenomenal. So beautiful. The food is the best, and I think all of Disney World. I'm a pescatarian, so I really don't eat a lot of meat or any meat except for fish. So for me, that is like heaven. I'm like so so happy. And we got a really good deal. We got like a bounce back, and so whenever something's cheaper, it's always more fun. Let's see. Whether I totally do. Yeah, the Nemo musical is one of those ones that I can go and watch over and over again. It never gets old for me. And what are your guys' favorites of the attractions in the parks? Like for me, Animal Kingdom, hands down, Nemo the musical, and I love Tough to Be a Bug. I know it's so goofy, but it gets me every time. Every time those little things crawl under your butt, I always jump, and I know it's coming. And then in Epcot, I really love Figment. I know a lot of people don't. That's okay. You're wrong. Hi, Jeff.
I think I figured it out.
Yay!
So Stacy, I think, is the calming influence in my streams, being a moderator, and she says I should not smash my laptop. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a video of me smashing this laptop tomorrow morning. Hello, Texas. You guys rock, by the way. I love you all. So I heard some of that. I didn't hear all of it because I was saying words I shouldn't say and stuff. But you rock, and everybody in chat rocks. You guys are all like asking her questions. I love you all so much. And this was totally my fault. I mean, I'd love to make it somebody else's fault, and I won't. But I'm not going to waste more time telling you. If you stick around for the next show, I'll tell you what I did wrong. Hey, Blue knows what's going on. If you're just getting here, I'm an idiot. Nice to meet you. But this is Kat, and she's awesome. And I missed some of that on my own show. But I think like this is going to be one of my favorite shows ever, just because you didn't let it get you. Just kept going, and you kept smiling. And did you like? We couldn't have set this up better. How did I leave? You're always so happy, and you just flowed with it.
You gotta go with the flow. There's no point in panicking and stuff that you can't control. You just gotta go with it.
I never watch back my shows. Like I never do. I will watch this show because you guys rock, all of you, especially you.
But
so I missed some things. What did I miss, and what did I not miss? I don't want to unflow the show. You guys got a good flow going, and I feel like I'm the king interrupter here today.
Well, you had asked me what my favorite part of the YouTube experience is, and it's this. It's the interaction with people who love Disney and who don't mind being themselves and being goofy and having fun. That's the best part.
I've said before, I didn't think I would ever like the whole live stream thing, and now I've got 4 shows a week. And part of it is this. I've got to be honest with you. I don't want to watch ABC's Good Morning America as much as I want to watch people I like personally, including you. But part of it is that this is better. Like, obviously, there's a snafu there. But I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about my sponsor before the gremlins get us again. The Magic of the Mouse podcast, where each week your host, Bill Guerrero Sr. and Bill Guerrero Jr. will be bringing you the latest Disney news and discussing everything Disney. Coming from March on the Magic of the Mouse podcast will be 2 special guests, fellow YouTube creators, Richard, my buddy, the Orlando guy, and Lynn, my buddy from the Lynn Project, my co-host on my show next. for 2 episodes each. New episodes drop every Wednesday morning on all major podcast apps: Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Overcast, iHeartRadio, and Google. He's awesome. He's in the chat. Click on it. He just posted. Click on his little buttons. Go give him some love. I'm going to drop his Spotify link here. Where did you first consuming Disney content, Kat? For me, it was Twitter. And oops, because boy, are they angry over there. And then I found YouTube and Instagram and all those things. Where did you first start consuming content? I mentioned it because he's a podcaster, and now I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I didn't then. Where did you first find it, and who are the first Disney YouTubers that you watch, listen to, whatever?
The first Disney YouTube channel I think I really started watching was the Disney Food Blog.
Love them.
I love AJ. She is awesome. I want to meet her someday. She's fantastic.
She lives by me. I've never met her. I live in Texas. She actually lives in Texas.
Really? Oh my gosh. She's just so amazing. And anytime I have her on, my husband will he will run and go, AJ's on.
Yeah. My family's like that too. I love her, and my 18-year-old is obsessed with that channel. Like we were down at no, we weren't. We were down at the art festival, and she had everything planned out, and it was all AJ's fault and cost us all the dollars.
And that's what I started watching her, and then I started to watch unboxings, and I actually I fell onto sounds horrible. I fell onto Meg from Mickey's Magic. Sorry about that.
She's down in the parks right now. Sorry tonight.
Oh, she is if you want to talk about one of the sweetest, most genuine, nicest people, it would be Meg. I literally stalked her at one time, and I found her in the parks, and she was so sweet and kind.
If you were an actual stalker, that would be the 2 nicest people. The nicest stalker chasing the nicest stalkie ever.
We had so much fun. It was awesome, and it was I just started to go into group chats, talk to people, just get to know more people, and it's just I love everybody that I've met.
I love you, and I love that you just say that. I was once sitting in a church, and the pastor was talking about how husbands don't tell their wives, "I love you" enough, and that one hit me, man. I say it to my friends, I say it to my daughters, heck, I say it to my dog. Well,
I say it to my cat every day,
right? And I want to say it more than I'm supposed to, and most people are still I've said it in chats, and we do here. I think this community is, I don't know, I feel like it's getting a little more comfortable with that, but you're certainly comfortable with telling people how you feel, and I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't be anybody else but myself.
Amen. Why bother? You're pretty good already. That's pretty good. What do you want to have from your channel? What are your goals?
My goal is just to continue what I'm doing. Really want to focus on the quality of my content because I'm going to go to Disney in August and September. I really want to find out from you guys what you want to know from the parks, what you want to see when I'm down there, because I'm borrowing my son's new camera, and I'm going to
Very cool. Well, I asked because you do a lot of unboxings. Is that a fair way to say that?
Yeah, I've actually cut back quite a bit. I'm doing some swaps with some friends. And actually, what is today? The 8th, the 15th is my 1-year YouTube anniversary.
No way. Nice.
Yeah. So
wow, really?
Been a year.
Year.
Yeah, I've had a blast. I love it so much. I was doing a spilling the Disney tea with some of our friends who were in here tonight. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, Friday nights just got too crazy.
I was going to ask you, but I didn't. I was going to ask you off stream to see if it was okay to talk about, but we didn't get to that.
Oh yeah, no. It's. I mean, I love those girls so much, and I actually I'm still doing their Instagram page. So whenever I love all of them. Yeah, so they're just phenomenal. If you can watch them on Friday nights, do it. They're amazing women.
Friday nights are tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is what it is. I do. Well, anyway, I love them, and they're awesome, and it's neat to have a group of people that not only you can like this show. I mean, every Sunday I get to talk to somebody, and we build a relationship, and almost always it's built friendships for me. But it also is neat to be able to help each other, and that's Spilling the Tea group and. Just all the groups, I'm thinking about the Diz and That guy, just all the groups. It really is a virtuous circle because, YouTube is a weird thing, and being a creator is a weird thing. And And being a Disney creator is a whole other thing. And to, every mistake I make, like I did tonight, I can share, not now, but on the next show, Creator Talk, how to not suck at this. It's just, it's having a tribe, right? I don't know, having a team.
It's the best tribe to have because you have Mickey shaped everything. So, I mean, how can that be a bad tribe?
That's exactly right. I love that. Okay, so we talked about your channel a little bit. We talked about stuff without me even here. We talked a little bit about your favorite rides and attractions, and you mentioned the Magic Kingdom. What are your other favorite parks down there in Orlando?
I really love Epcot. I just love walking around all the different, all the different countries.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it is so much fun, and I love Animal Kingdom, and I know it's one of those kind of more underrated, understated places, but if you just take your time and really like take in all the beauty, it is such a beautiful park. You are immersed in this, like in Africa and Asia, and it's so lovely, and it has some of my favorite food there.
Yes. Well, my buddy Josh from Practically Perfect Park Hopping, he talks about it a lot, actually, going there, Animal Kingdom, early in the morning before the crowds. I don't know, but he's having his coffee and whatever. And I've done that, I don't think I've done as many times as Josh has done, but just it's hot there. So it's not like my favorite place to be in the early evening, late afternoon, but going there early, I love it. It's gorgeous. That Tree of Life is my jam. I stare at that all day. And
it is there. I could probably go there every day and find something new. It's like the amount of detail and thought and creativity and imagination that went into just that tree.
And then you add in Pandora. My goodness.
Gorgeous.
Magic the Mouse asked the right question, Dole Whip or Citrus Swirl. Now, before you answer, there is the right answer to this.
Okay.
And I can see by your face you're confused. But I'll let you answer anyway.
So I don't eat dairy.
Okay.
So, I don't like ice cream. And I'm allergic to pineapple.
I mean, if you're allergic, I can't really blame you. So we can still be friends. I love pineapple.
I'm sorry, so I don't like either.
And Captain Shutter, he's family, right? We've determined. So I feel like he's evening it out by throwing out there Flame Tree Barbecue is my favorite Animal Kingdom. I don't know that I've been to I haven't been to Animal Kingdom and skipped Flame Tree in quite some time. I love that place.
Gotta go. It's the food. The food is good. I mean, now that I don't eat meat, I mean, it's a little hard for me. But
I eat enough for both of us, so it's okay.
My husband will eat what I don't eat.
You're my favorite kind of person to take to barbecue.
And what's great about it is behind it, there's all this seating, and it looks right on the lake.
Yep.
So you do have to watch out for the birds. I have had some gypsy birds come up and take food.
They're super cute, but they're jerks.
Oh, it was. I thought like it was walking past me, that all of a sudden it turns and it like grabs my friend.
No, it's like totally punking you. Yeah, I've wanted to. What I want to do on my computer, I've wanted to do that to a couple of those birds, but I didn't. It's okay. I just wanted to. Lynn wants to know. See, Lynn, don't be all vegan. Whatever. Lynn wants to know if you eat seafood, Kat.
I do, because pescatarians eat shellfish and fish. I just don't eat meat for dietary reasons. I mean, I like the cows, but the cow's here to feed me. So, but I don't like it, so I'm not going to eat it.
Birdwell is doing what I'm doing, actually laughing out loud. Hey, just like for me, I used to think pescatarian was a thing that Jerry Seinfeld made up on his show. And then I met Lynn, who said, I'm a pescatarian. And she wasn't joking. I'm like, what?
Lynn! Oh, come on. But I don't eat dairy because it doesn't like me. We're not friends. We try to be.
Mars a pescatarian too. I don't even think pescatarians I think, when you were a kid, you thought like everybody was looking at you and had your own show. I don't know if you did. I thought that. I think pescatarian is a word that you just want me to say because you guys want to, we made him say pescatarian. I don't even think it's a real word.
So basically what it is I don't eat chicken or beef or anything that has 4 legs because it makes my tummy sad. But I will eat anything with a tail. I'm fine with that.
So my 18-year-old who I referenced earlier, she also doesn't eat things that we can name. I love that you went with the tail because that made me way happier than it should have. Pedestrians unite, says Lynn, which freaking cracks me up because proof that pescatarian is not a real word. Pedestrians unite. Somebody needs to hashtag that. Pedestrians unite.
Walking across the street together.
Spell check is my favorite friend now. Oh my gosh. Pedestrians unite. So let's get back to you and Disney before I go down the pescatarian rabbit hole. What are you most excited about of the new things that's coming? We got a Star Wars hotel coming. We've got Onward, I guess, is already here. I haven't seen it yet, but there's a lot of things going on. 2019 was a huge year for Disney. 2020 is shaping up to be a big year. What are you most excited about? And then I've got another question about what you're excited about coming up next.
I thought that I wouldn't be excited about this, but from what I'm seeing, Mickey and Minnie's Railroad. I don't love the style of cartoon.
I don't. I mean, it's. I'm getting used to it, but I don't either. Hey, Jenny Kate.
I don't like how Goofy looks. No
totally
offense, Goofy, but you're looking like a creeper. Just saying.
Right? He needs to shave.
He needs to shave. He needs to like go to the gym a couple times. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to going to see the Millennium Falcon and everything. I'm not going to ride it.
It's amazing. Are you a Star Wars fan?
A huge Star Wars fan.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I was 1 year old when the original came out, and my dad had me on his lap watching it. I don't remember it, but
that's cool though.
Yeah, no, huge.
I do remember it. I was 7. I remember being in line more with my mommy more, but that's okay. But it made a huge impact on me. But walking the land is enough for me. Like I got to ride the Millennium Falcon, all the things. It's amazing. But for me, the blow away was walking around, and then when you walk down and it opens up to the Falcon. Oh. I mean,
that's what I'm excited for. And my husband's a huge fan, but my brother isn't so much. So when I go, I'm going to be going with him. So I'm curious to see what he thinks.
And you're right on the Goofy thing. Mar says it's the teeth. I think that he needs to shave, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I totally agree with you. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's growing on me. But Goofy, they should just delete Goofy. I don't know what's going on there. He looks bad. Whoa, I had another. Oh yeah, where do you like to stay? Where are you staying? What's your I want to get to like your favorite things that you want to do someday. So where are you staying in the future? Maybe not tell people where you're staying this time because that's weird. But where do you hope to stay, or where have you stayed in the past that's your favorite? That kind of thing.
I'm actually staying off property both times. I have lovely, wonderful friends who are like, just come with us, and I'm like, okay.
That is one of the neat things about this community too. I mean, Gonzo's in the chat. Hey, buddy, I got to hang with him down there. The more it's funny, Kelly from the Mickey Bunch, Gonzo, the more friends that we have in Orlando, the more opportunities. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. I hear you. It's pretty cool.
It's so great. And I really want to meet up with Gonzo and Al and Kelly when I'm down there.
People.
Yeah, I really want to stay at the Polynesian. I've never stayed there.
It's amazing. We're a DVC now, and so it's our home resort, which I just like saying, so I'm going to say it again. The Poly is my home resort. And I don't I feel like it's for rich people, and I'm not a rich people, but I got to go, so whatever. But now every time we've gone since we've done that, we'll end up having a day where we hang in the resort and we have lunch there or dinner there or whatever. It's like, I like that, the Polynesian feel. I like the Hawaiian, and then it's our South Pacific thing. You got to go. It's the best. It's the best.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the biggest thing that I'm excited for when I go in August is my niece and nephew are obsessed with Frozen. So I cannot wait for them to meet Anna and Elsa. And I will wait in that line all day for them. I
love that. Meet and greets, maybe I'm this dude, whatever. I've got 4 daughters. Me watching my daughters, and now in my future, my grandkids get to hug on. Like, my daughter looks a lot like Merida. You talked about having a Merida meet and greet.
Yes.
My daughter, we can't wait to do that with her because that'll be great. But one of my favorite pictures I have is that same daughter hugging on Tiana. Yeah. And now that my 18-year-old, last time she said, hey, Dad, can we, I stood in line at the Christmas party, not this year, but last year, with my then 17-year-old. Hey, Dad, do you want to go meet Mary Poppins and Bert? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So I totally get that. And now that I get a whole new generation of kiddos, it's going to be a blast. Now, we're almost running out of time, and I feel like I screwed that up. Oh, you want to say something? Go ahead.
One of my favorite like meet and greets ever was because I love duck butt. Duck butt is adorable. It's the most cutest thing in the world. And so he showed me his butt.
That's a great picture. I love it. Oh my gosh. And I know right where that is, right outside of my jalapeno margaritas and on the way to
That's right.
Now let's stay behind you. I love your logos. Why Perfectly Cat? Why did you name it that? I know the answer, but why don't you tell the story?
Well, I was a nanny for many, many years. I worked with kids, and I feel like I am perfectly me. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly me. So I'm perfectly cat, and my little icon there, Mary Poppins, goes back to my love of kids and being a nanny and traveling, and it just seemed to fit.
It does fit. It totally fits you. Now, that makes me want to ask you, Mary Poppins, iconic, one of my favorite all-time movies. I have a Saving Mr. Banks poster right there on my wall because I love it. Like, if you watch that and you don't cry, you're already dead. Like, I love that movie. How'd you feel about Mary Poppins, the most recent, with Emily Blunt?
I loved it.
I did too.
I thought it was a good continuation of the story because Mary Poppins goes on. I mean, there's many, like, I love all movies based on themselves. Sometimes acting's not so great, but Emily Blunt, I mean, come on, if you do not love Emily Blunt.
Well, and what's his name? The music guy who did Hamilton.
Lin-Manuel.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel. He's so good. And I was actually worried about that. I figured the music would be good, but oh no, he's going to act in it. He did a great job. I loved it. I didn't love it like I love Mary Poppins, but that's unfair, right? You know, scale of 1 to 10, Mary Poppins to 10. I'd give that one an 8. That's pretty dang good.
Oh yeah. Well, I lived near New York City for about 4 years. And so I got to go to a lot of Broadway plays, off-Broadway plays. And I saw him in an off-Broadway play before he was famous. And he was phenomenal. It just got better with age.
He is phenomenal. And you know who else is phenomenal? You and Bill, my sponsor, Magic of the Mouse. I'm going to read part 2. Be sure to follow the Magic of the Mouse Facebook page and join the almost 7,000 followers who enjoy their daily Disney news posts and photos. You can also find Magic of the Mouse on Instagram, Twitter. Just do a search for Magic of the Mouse. Also, be sure to check out Magic of the Mouse TV channel on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified when they post a new video from the Disney parks. And what's it say here? Oh, he wants me to apologize for him being a Phillies fan. I'm just reading it, Bill. Don't be mad. I'm just reading it.
Well, I am a die-hard O's girl, so don't you be coming at me.
O's? O's as in Orioles?
The Orioles, baby. I am Baltimore born and raised.
So my buddy, Mouse Talk, Walt, him and you, and I think that's it. I think you two are the last two. Because I feel like Chris Davis's batting average versus the population of the Orioles fans is pretty close. About 112, 115.
It's going to be a rough year. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a rough year, but we are going to bounce back, baby.
You know what? And that's what I like about you, your positivity. What she meant was it's been and will continue to be a rough decade, but whatever. You know, right now you're tied for first place. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so I stole some of your time. I mean, the chat went. But what do you, like, if I had stayed for the whole show, what would you wish I would have asked you? What do you want the people to know? I feel bad that I have not been a good host tonight. So
no, you've been an amazing host. Thank you.
So much. Here.
I love this. See, I love spontaneity. So for me, this is more fun than if we had a script to go off.
Oh, yeah. We did. Raise your hand in chat if you believe that we scripted this. I'm like, oh, what's going on? But I figured it out. But anyway, what do you want them to know about you? What did we not get to tell them? What do you wish the people knew? Ooh, that's good. I like that.
I'm good. I'm an open book, so pretty much anything you see on my channel or on my Instagram, it's me. I love having fun. I love going to Disney, talking about Disney. I'm obsessed with my cat. If you guys have seen my picture of my husband and I were watching a movie, and he looks pitiful because the cat's in between us, all cuddled in under the blanket, and he's just like,
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't like rules. I don't like telling people they have rules because I don't like people giving me rules. No rules with my wife. All I've ever said was, please don't hang up on me because I don't know if I'll be able to handle that because I've got more of a temper than I should. And don't put the dog between me and you. And I lost because like our first so we had this little dog. I feel like we're going to have to do this part 2 because I feel like it wasn't here and we didn't even talk about Disney much. We had this little dachshund named Newt, named after the sweet little girl in Aliens. Weird question. And Paula loved it and it had to sleep in between us. And I would sweat every night because the little freaking heat box wouldn't leave me alone. So I haven't told that story in a long time. I'm not quite sure why I told it tonight. But yeah. Thanks, Mar. She's doing better. She's sick, but she's doing better.
Oh gosh, I hope she feels better.
She's probably listening in. Hi, sweetie.
Yeah, my husband can relate. He knows that, he gets shots because he's allergic. And a person had asked us, well, why do you still have the cats? And I said, because my husband loves me.
Well, and I'm not allergic enough to admit it, but they make my eyes burn and all that. And we've got a cat too. I don't know its name, but it lives in my house when I buy it food. But my daughter loves it, so we have that. Cat talk with Cat. And what did we lead off with? It doesn't matter. Whatever. Give Cat a sub here. Get over to her channel. Here's her link. Mods, thank you. This has been a weird night, and I totally blame me. But I had fun.
Yeah.
I feel like every night or every Sunday night at this time I say something that sounds like this went really fast. It really did this time because I don't even feel like I was here. Like 20 minutes of an hour, whatever. So my apologies to you. I hope you had fun.
That was awesome.
Okay, good.
Yeah, please have me back anytime.
Let me keep you off. When I get rid of everybody in chat, I'm just kidding. Don't really leave. But when it's just me and you, after the people leave, let's talk about it again. Maybe I'll bring you on the podcast or something. I got to get rolling on that.
I would love that.
There you go. I was going to ask you anyway. So, but we'll pretend like okay, whatever. Guys in chat, get over to Kat's channel. Give her some love. Check out her channel. She's fun. She's happy. I mean, obviously, you just stayed and watched her. You're going to love her even more if you watch her channel. Also, Magic the Mouse, my sponsor. Give him some love. Support creators. He's supporting me and others, and I just really appreciate it. So I hope everybody felt like they got some good value tonight. I'm feeling a little guilty. Addie, I appreciate the words. I'm reading what you're saying there. Rosa, thank you. Lynn Project, I should talk about that. Me and the Lynn Project shortly, in about 25 minutes, or if my computer is still in one piece, we'll be doing creator talk. Come on by.
Okay, don't go office space on it, okay? Be calm.
Exactly what I want. But I figured it out. It was my fault, so it's not whatever. Anyway, Kat, I love you. I love your channel. I love your attitude. I love your big smile, and I love your husband lets you have the cat, even though I can relate. I'll just put it that way. So, guys, get over to her channel. I'm going to leave it to you for the last minute or so. What do you want the people to know that we didn't get to tonight about you or your channel, and/or what do you got coming up on your channel, anything like that?
Well, I have a new video coming out after this, just on some pinmail that I got. And then this week I received 4 amazing pair of ears that I commissioned from Meg at Mickey's Magic, Syria at Syria DIY, Jenny, I can never say her name.
I'll help you, but I don't know. Janine
at and Nicole, and they are the most phenomenal ears you're ever gonna see, and you need to check them out. And I have my 1 year coming up, so I'm gonna be having a giveaway.
Love it. So get over to her channel, give her some love. She's done great stuff. She did lots of unboxings and it's a lot of fun. Check out her channel, you're gonna like it. If you love Disney, you're gonna love her. I'm gonna shut up now. This has been a weird channel, or a real show. I hope we promoted your channel. Get over there. I'm going to go check out her subtotal. I want to see it up. Get over there, people. Give her some love. That's it for tonight. Creator Talk in about 25 minutes with the Lynn Project and I. We're talking about a new social media platform. The guy who started Vine and got rid of Vine started something new, and he has a plan to help creators. We're going to talk about that tonight and more. That's it for now. What do we got next week? We've got Paging Mr. Morrow. Nate, great guy. He'll be on the show next week. Get over to Kat's channel. Give her some love. I'm going to stop talking now. Bye, Kat.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody in chat. See you soon.